there everybody, and welcome back. Hopefully this video finds you well. So look at that, we got a US MRE on the table. Menu number 22, Asian style beef strips with vegetables. This little guy was lurking in my crate, and I looked at it and I was like, oh boy, that's gotta be a nice old one. And it is. See if I can capture that there. So we have the 251st day of 2016. So, and look at that seal job. It's diagonal. It was really bad. At least it is actually sealed, but it was just a pretty bad seal. Anyway, so as far as expiration on US MREs, kind of follows this general structure. So within 3 years from the date of manufacture, that's when your inspection period is. That's when you take a look at the box these are all stored in, make sure there's no, mold growth or water damage, stuff like that. Inflated packages, I don't know, just things like that. And then within 5 years, after 5 years, that's when we're technically considered expired. So this would be expired by those standards as we're shooting this in 2022. That doesn't mean that it's bad. It just means that you got to be a little careful. And trust me, there are so many people out there who say, oh no, these are good for 20 years, bro. Just freeze them. It's like, yes, you actually can freeze them and they will extend. But again, it's all about control. It's all about, cool, dry environments and everything. So it's the means in which they were preserved is the main point there. So peelable seals out, and this has a nice inner bag, which I personally really do like. Just a little extra added layer of protection. Not much, but a little bit. First thing out, we have our Asian beef strips retort pouch. We have our sleeve, ingredients list, nutritional facts, the name, fried rice. So that gives us a little bit of a clue here as to what else we have. So we do have some fried rice here. That's not too hard. Normally those are stiff as a board, but that's not too bad. Oh no, Twizzlers. Now those are hard as a rock. Do not like Twizzlers. Sorry. I know there are a lot of people who love Twizzlers, but yeah, those are hard as a rock, but those would just get thrown away from me or traded off. Just don't like Twizzlers. Never been a fan. We have cocoa beverage powder. Always fun to see the cocoa beverage powder in these rather long zip top pouches that are really nice, so you can mix it in there. We have, chunky peanut butter. Chunky peanut butter is a little bit distended there, so this is a good point to make. Is it okay? Maybe, but when you get these packages that are a little bit inflated, sometimes that can mean that there could be some bacterial growth in there. Next up we have the trans fat-free wheat snack bread. Not bad. And what else? What else we got? Spoon. Some strawberry jam, which is always nice to see. Gotta love a little jam. Open our accessory package here, and we have lemonade. We'll open this up, but it feels like it might just be sealed really well, but it kind of feels like there's been some moisture in there, so I'll be interested to see when we open that. Again, if there is moisture in here, I'm not using it. I know some people get a little bit irritated with that. I don't care. If moisture gets in these, it's really not a good thing. Salt, which feels a little crystallized, a little clumped as well, so Moist towelette, cinnamon gum, red means cinnamon, and some toilet paper. Woo! Finally, we have our Flameless Ration heater, which we will use to heat our main and side to the best of our ability. Now, with older heaters, generally what I will do, and there's really nothing in the way of filings in this bag, so that's good. But generally what I do is I like to make up a little bit of salt water, so the salt just helps engage the heaters a little bit better. You don't have to do that, but with older heaters, I just do it anyway. And you could, of course, use the salt that comes in here. I just pre-made some just to save a little bit of time. So we're gonna put our Asian beef strips in the bag, and I'm just going to put the fried rice on the outside of the bag in the sleeve, and then we'll probably put it in our MRE bag here, and I think that should make it warm enough. Big old hole. Big old hole. Give me 1 second. All right. I just went and taped that. I couldn't find my duct tape, which was a little disappointing, so just have some packing tape on there. Hopefully that should be okay, but if that does happen, technically you could just use this as one big flameless ration heater if you really wanted to. All right, so we're gonna add our water, try and shoot for the fill line there. It says do not overfill, but you know, look, we're all imperfect, so, and I am never the best of pourers. A little bit of overfill, but don't tell anybody about that. So we'll just kind of massage it into our heating element there and hope for some liftoff. Sometimes it'll take it a little bit to get there. Bag is starting to inflate a little bit, so I think we should be okay. I'm gonna try and real quick, yep, I'm feeling a little bit of heat off the top element. I'm gonna try and jam this in here real quick before we get ignition. We'll put the rice behind it up against the heater. Well, it should be okay. I feel a little bit of heat off there, but again, a little older. And then just to help it out, I'm just gonna put it in the bag just for giggles. And then guess what? Return of the rock. Put it up against a rock or something. Let that sit and heat up, and then we'll try it. All right, so first off, heater didn't hold up. I went ahead and pulled it after a bit, and then just boiled our rice and our main in the bag. Sometimes you gotta do that, not a biggie. But yeah, those heaters don't last forever. Even the salt trick sometimes can't save them. And I wanted to eat this hot, so. Oh man, there we go. Whew. That was almost messy. All right, set that off. Yeah, it was messy. I got a little bit everywhere. It's fine. Get our fried rice out. Here we go. This actually might be, goodness, I think the first time I've actually had like nice, hot rice out of a ration. Normally it's normally it's still pretty cold, but that's okay. Get our wheat snack bread out. Oh boy, looks like wheat snack bread. There we go. Smells good though. Okay, I think we'll do our drink mix up here. Cocoa beverage powder, always a nice one. These do have the fill line, so you can fill to the fill line. I tend to thin it out a little bit, but again, guys, follow the instructions to your heart's content. That's a little over the fill line, not too much. Usually, I like to taste it first and then add more powder, or add more water. Don't have any more powder. And just mix up, making sure everything's out of the corners. And that should be okay for now. I'll just set it in this cup. Looking good. Looking good. But again, sometimes I thin it out, so we'll try it first. I'm gonna go ahead and also check out our lemonade beverage base mix. I do love these. It's one of my favorites as far as ration drinks go. Let's see if I can hit that tear line. There we go. All right, let's see. Let's see if we we hit pay dirt or not. Oh no, it's looking good. It was just sealed really well. I made the tiniest hole too, so I'm having to do ridiculous things to get the powder out. There we go. Yeah. So, looks great. It was just sealed really well. And that's why, I'll check it. Very little powder in there, but it goes a long way. These are basically made for like 20-ounce, water bottles. So we'll just go ahead and fill it up like that. Give it a quick stir. The other thing I love about these too is that they just mix better. They just mix so much better than the standard drink mixes. Never quite figured out the how or the why behind that. Let's open this jelly too. One thing about the jams and jellies and whatnot is they will discolor a bit over time, but it should be okay. We'll just nip off a little piece of our bread. That looks good though. It's a little darker. Smells good though, so that should be just fine. Okay, let's go ahead and get rolling. Doesn't look like much when you finally get it on the table, do you? Look at these steak chunks though. Those little beef chunks, that's nice. Get a bamboo shoot, water chestnut. Looks like you got some peas and peppers and all that good sort of stuff. Let's try this out. Ooh, that's hot. Crazy salty. Man. Oh boy, that is salty. Woo! The little beef chunks are nice and tender. Still have some nice crunch in the water chestnuts and the bamboo shoots. Does kind of have a little bit of that soy taste in there, but kind of just sort of tastes like a little bit of a beef gravy with that they put soy sauce in maybe. It's not bad though, it's just crazy salty. Try some of our rice, looking good. Get a little bit of ginger in there. Little mushy, but not too bad. Let's get a little bit of both here. See what that tastes like together. Ladies and gentlemen, that is crazy salty. We gotta get a drink. Let's try our lemonade first. Oh man. Nice chemical tasting lemonade. Good though. Like country time, just like Grandma used to make it. Little nip of our bread. Oh wow. Boy, oh boy. That might be the driest piece of wheat snack bread I have had in a long time. Get some salty solution on it. Man, that is dry. Granted, wheat snack bread is dry. But that is the driest wheat snack bread I've had. Let's try with a little bit of our strawberry jelly, strawberry jam. Yeah, it's not bad. I do love strawberry jam though. And the stuff they put in here, not crazy sweet tasting. Definitely get the strawberry. Overall, pretty good. Get our other little cocoa beverage powder here. Just give it a little quick mix in the glass. That's nice. Very nice. And you can water that down a little bit, keep the taste going for a little bit longer. Overall, though, pretty decent meal. It does kind of come down to a couple of observations, though, when we're getting, peanut butter and jelly and wheat snack bread, carbs and carbs. But that's always the fun thing about these. You get a lot of different tastes in them. Two good drink mixes. Don't have the coffee. I know some people, love the coffee, and I like coffee too. I don't tend to make it out of rations much anymore. But, yeah. Not as salty as I remember, or way more salty than I remember it. But again, this is a discontinued menu. It's not the new lineup. At least I'm pretty sure about that. Hopefully I'm not lying. But I I don't know. I'd love to hear what you guys think. Is there anybody watching out here that this was like their absolute favorite meal, that they hate not seeing it anymore? If that's you, comment down below. And let me just know what you thought about, the video, and then obviously anything that you see in the video here today. Comment, all that good sort of stuff. If you'd like to send anything in to be reviewed, the P.O. box is in the description. Patreon link's down there too if you want to support the channel. It's cool if you don't. It's just down there if you want to. And don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next one. See ya.